Hello, everyone. Welcome to our English podcast.
Hi everyone, I am Alex.
And I am Luna. Today, we talk about weather and seasons.
This is a very useful topic for daily life.
Yes, people talk about the weather every day.
It is simple and very common.
So we will speak slowly and clearly.
Let's begin with a simple question.
Alex, how is the weather today?
Today it is sunny and warm.
That sounds very nice.
Yes, I feel happy when it is sunny.
Me too. I like sunny weather.
Sunny days make me feel active.
And they give me more energy.
Now, let's learn some basic weather words.
Sunny means the sun is bright in the sky.
Rainy means there is rain.
Cloudy means there are many clouds.
Windy means there is strong wind.
Hot means the temperature is high.
Cold means the temperature is low.
These words are very important.
You can use them every day.
Now let's use them in simple sentences.
How is the weather today?
It is sunny.
It is rainy.
It is cloudy.
It is windy.
It is hot.
It is cold.
Good.
Now let's talk about feelings.
Yes, how we feel in different weather.
Luna, how do you feel when it is sunny?
I feel happy and relaxed.
I feel active and full of energy.
Sunny weather is very positive.
Yes, it helps our mood.
How do you feel when it is rainy?
I feel calm.
I feel a little sleepy.
Rainy days are quiet.
Yes, they are peaceful.
Now, let's talk about daily life.
What do you do when it is sunny?
I go outside.
Where do you go?
I go to the park or a cafe.
That sounds nice.
I enjoy fresh air.
What do you do when it is rainy?
I stay at home.
What do you do at home?
I read a book or watch TV.
That sounds relaxing.
Yes, I like quiet time.
What do you do when it is hot?
I drink cold water.
Do you go outside?
Not much,
Why?
because it is too hot.
I understand.
What do you do when it is cold?
I wear warm clothes.
Like what?
A jacket and a scarf.
That is a good idea.
Now let's talk about time in a day.
Morning, afternoon, evening, and night.
In the morning, it is often cool.
The air is fresh.
I like morning weather.
Me too.
What do you do in the morning?
I drink coffee and check the weather.
That is a good habit.
It helps me plan my day.
In the afternoon, it is often hot.
Yes, especially in summer.
What do you do in the afternoon?
I work or stay inside.
Same for me.
In the evening, it becomes cooler.
The weather is more comfortable.
I like to go for a walk.
Me too.
At night, it is quiet.
And sometimes a little cold.
I stay at home at night.
Me too.
Now, let's connect weather with daily plans.
Yes, weather changes what we do.
If it is sunny, we go outside.
If it is rainy, we stay at home.
If it is hot, we try to stay cool.
If it is cold, we wear warm clothes.
Weather is part of daily life.
Now let's talk about seasons.
There are 4 seasons in a year.
Spring, summer, autumn, and winter.
Spring is warm.
Flowers grow in spring.
People feel fresh and happy.
Summer is hot and sunny.
The sun is strong.
People go to the beach.
Autumn is cool and comfortable.
Leaves fall from trees.
It is very beautiful.
Winter is cold.
People wear warm clothes.
Sometimes there is snow.
Each season is different.
Each season has its own feeling.
What is your favorite season?
I like autumn
Why?
because it is cool and relaxing.
That sounds peaceful.
What about you?
I like summer
Why?
because I like sunny days.
That is nice.
Now we see something important.
Weather changes every day.
Seasons change over time.
Both affect our life.
Both affect our feelings.
Both affect our plans.
So it is important to understand them.
And use these words every day.
This will help your English.
And help your daily communication.
Now we can go deeper.
Yes, in the next part, we will talk more about seasons and lifestyle.
Now we already understand basic weather and seasons,
So we can go deeper into each season.
and how each season affects our daily life.
Let's start again with spring.
Spring is a very special season.
It comes after winter.
The weather starts to become warmer.
It is not too cold and not too hot.
Many people like spring.
Yes, because everything feels new.
Trees become green again.
Flowers begin to grow.
The air feels fresh.
People feel more active.
What do you usually do in spring?
In spring, I like to go outside more.
Where do you go?
I go to the park or walk around my neighborhood.
That sounds nice.
I enjoy the fresh air.
I also like spring.
What do you do?
I like to open the window in the morning
Why?
because the air is cool and fresh.
That is a good habit.
Do you like rainy days in spring?
Yes, sometimes.
Why?
Because light rain feels calm.
I understand.
Spring rain is usually soft.
Yes, not too strong.
Now let's move to summer.
Summer is very different.
Yes, it is hot and sunny.
The days are longer.
The sun is very strong.
People often feel tired in the afternoon.
Yes, because it is too hot.
What do you do in summer?
I try to stay cool.
How?
I drink a lot of water.
That is important.
I also stay inside during the day.
Do you go outside?
Yes, but in the evening.
That makes sense.
The weather is cooler in the evening.
I like summer evenings.
Me too.
What do you wear in summer?
I wear light clothes.
Like t-shirts?
Yes, and shorts.
That is comfortable.
Do you like summer?
Yes, but not too hot.
I understand.
Now let's talk about autumn.
Autumn is a very comfortable season.
Yes, the weather is cool.
Not too hot and not too cold.
The air feels clean.
The sky is often clear.
Leaves change color.
Red, yellow, and brown.
It is very beautiful.
What do you do in autumn?
I like to walk outside.
Me too.
I also like to take photos.
That sounds nice.
Autumn is very peaceful.
Yes, it is quiet and calm.
Do you like autumn more than summer?
Yes, I do.
Why?
Because I feel more comfortable.
That makes sense.
Now, winter.
Winter is cold.
Very cold in some places.
Sometimes there is snow,
People wear warm clothes.
like coats and scarves.
What do you do in winter?
I stay at home more.
Me too.
I drink hot tea.
I drink hot coffee.
That feels good in cold weather.
Yes, very warm.
Do you like winter?
Not really.
Why?
Because it is too cold.
I understand.
Cold weather makes me feel lazy.
Same for me.
Now let's talk about how seasons change our habits.
Good idea.
In spring, we go outside more.
In summer, we try to stay cool.
In autumn, we relax and enjoy the weather.
In winter, we stay at home more.
So our life changes with the seasons.
Yes, our daily routine changes.
Now let's talk about clothes in each season.
In spring, we wear light jackets.
Because it is a little cool.
In summer, we wear t-shirts and shorts.
Because it is hot.
In autumn, we wear long sleeves.
Because it is cool.
In winter, we wear coats and scarves.
Because it is cold.
Clothes depend on the weather.
Yes, always.
Now let's talk about food and drinks.
Good idea.
In summer, we drink cold water.
And eat cold food.
Like ice cream.
Yes, ice cream is very popular.
In winter, we drink hot tea.
And hot soup.
That helps us stay warm.
Yes, food also changes with the weather.
Yes, everything is connected.
Now let's have a longer conversation.
Okay.
Hi, Alex. What season is it now?
It is summer.
How is the weather?
It is very hot and sunny.
What do you do in this weather?
I stay inside during the day.
Do you go out at all?
Yes, in the evening.
What do you do in the evening?
I go for a walk.
That sounds nice.
What about you?
I go to a cafe.
That is a good idea.
It is cool inside.
Yes, very comfortable.
Now another situation.
Okay.
Hi, Alex. What season do you like most?
I like autumn
Why?
because the weather is cool.
What do you do in autumn?
I walk outside and relax.
That sounds peaceful.
What about you?
I like spring
Why?
because everything feels new.
That is nice.
Now we understand something important.
Weather and seasons are part of life.
They change how we feel.
They change what we do,
They change what we wear.
and even what we eat.
In the next part, we will talk more about daily situations
Yes, real-life conversations.
and how to speak naturally about weather. So we continue from here.
Now we already understand weather and seasons.
Yes, and how they affect our daily life.
In this part, we will talk about real-life situations.
Situations that you can use every day.
Simple conversations about weather.
Let's begin with a common situation.
Talking to a friend.
Hi, Alex. How is the weather today?
Hi, Luna. Today it is hot and sunny.
Oh, it is very hot today.
Yes, I feel tired.
What will you do today?
I will stay inside.
That is a good idea.
What about you?
I will go to a cafe.
Because it is cool inside?
Yes, exactly.
That sounds comfortable.
Now another situation.
Talking in the morning.
Good morning, Alex.
Good morning, Luna.
How is the weather this morning?
It is cool and fresh.
That is nice.
Yes, I like morning weather.
What will you do this morning?
I will go for a walk.
That sounds healthy.
Yes, I enjoy fresh air.
Now let's talk about planning.
Good idea.
Hi, Alex. Do you want to go out today?
Maybe. How is the weather?
It is cloudy and a little windy.
That is okay.
So, do you want to go?
Yes, but maybe in the afternoon.
Why the afternoon?
Because it may be warmer.
That makes sense.
What about you?
I can go in the afternoon too.
Great.
Now let's talk about rainy days.
Okay.
Hi, Alex. It is raining today.
Yes, I see.
Do you like rainy days?
Sometimes.
Why sometimes?
Because I like the sound of rain.
That is true.
But I do not like going out in the rain.
Me too.
What will you do today?
I will stay at home.
What will you do at home?
I will read a book.
That sounds relaxing.
Yes, rainy days are good for rest.
I agree.
Now let's talk about cold weather.
Okay.
Hi, Alex. It is very cold today.
Yes, it is.
What are you wearing?
I am wearing a coat and a scarf.
Good.
What about you?
I am wearing warm clothes too.
Do you like this weather?
Not really.
Why?
Because it is too cold.
I understand.
What will you do today?
I will stay at home and drink hot tea.
That sounds cozy.
Yes, very warm.
Now hot weather again.
Okay.
Hi, Alex. It is very hot today.
Yes, I feel tired.
What are you doing now?
I am staying inside.
Do you have air conditioning?
Yes, I do.
That is good.
What about you?
I am drinking cold water.
That helps?
Yes, it does. Now let's talk about weekend plans.
Good idea.
Hi, Luna. What are your plans this weekend?
I want to go outside.
How is the weather?
It will be sunny.
That is perfect.
Yes, I will go to the park.
That sounds fun.
What about you?
I will go to a cafe.
That is nice. Yes, I want to relax.
Now another situation.
Okay.
Hi, Alex. What will you do if it rains?
If it rains, I will stay at home.
What will you do at home?
I will watch a movie.
That sounds good.
What about you?
I will listen to music.
That is relaxing.
Now let's practice feelings again.
Okay.
How do you feel when it is sunny?
I feel happy.
How do you feel when it is rainy?
I feel calm.
How do you feel when it is cold?
I feel lazy.
How do you feel when it is windy?
I feel uncomfortable.
Very good.
Now let's have a longer conversation.
Okay.
Hi, Luna. How is the weather today?
Today it is cloudy and cool.
That sounds comfortable.
Yes, I like this weather.
What will you do today?
I will go outside.
Where will you go?
I will go to a coffee shop.
That sounds relaxing.
Yes, I want to read a book.
What about later?
Later, I will go home.
Good plan.
What about you?
Today it is sunny in my city.
Lucky you.
Yes, I will go to the park.
That is nice.
I want to enjoy the weather.
That is a good idea.
Now we can see something important.
Weather is part of communication.
Yes, we talk about it every day.
It helps us start conversations
And make plans.
and share feelings.
In the next part, we will practice more
Yes, more natural speaking.
and longer conversations.
So we continue from here.
Now we have talked about many situations.
Yes, and we already know many weather words.
In this final part, we will practice longer and more natural conversations.
And we will review everything together.
Let's begin with a daily conversation.
Hi, Alex. How are you today?
Hi, Luna. I'm good. And you?
I'm good too. How is the weather today?
Today it is sunny and a little warm.
That sounds nice.
Yes, I feel happy.
What will you do today?
I will go outside.
Where will you go?
I will go to the park.
That sounds like a good plan.
Yes, I want to enjoy the weather.
What about you? How is the weather in your city?
Today it is a little windy.
Do you like windy weather?
Not really,
Why?
because it is uncomfortable.
I understand. What will you do today?
I will stay at home.
What will you do at home?
I will read a book.
That sounds relaxing.
Yes, it is a quiet day.
Now let's talk about a full day.
Good idea.
In the morning, how is the weather?
In the morning, it is cool and fresh.
What do you do in the morning?
I wake up early and drink coffee.
Do you check the weather?
Yes, every morning.
Why?
Because I want to plan my day.
That is a good habit.
In the afternoon, it is usually warmer.
Yes, sometimes it is hot.
What do you do in the afternoon?
I work or stay inside.
Same for me.
In the evening, the weather becomes cooler.
Yes, it is more comfortable.
What do you do in the evening?
I go for a walk.
That is healthy.
What about you?
I like to sit in a cafe.
That sounds relaxing.
And at night, it is quiet.
And sometimes a little cold.
What do you do at night?
I stay at home and rest.
Me too.
Now let's talk about seasons again.
Okay.
What is your favorite season?
My favorite season is autumn.
Why?
Because it is cool and comfortable.
What do you do in autumn?
I walk outside and enjoy the air.
That sounds peaceful.
What about you?
I like summer
Why do you like summer?
because I like sunny days.
What do you do in summer?
I go outside in the evening.
That is a good idea.
Now let's review weather words.
Sunny means the sun is bright.
Rainy means there is rain.
Cloudy means many clouds.
Windy means strong wind.
Hot means high temperature.
Cold means low temperature.
Now let's review seasons.
Spring is warm.
Summer is hot.
Autumn is cool.
Winter is cold.
Each season is different.
Each season changes our life.
Now let's do a longer conversation.
Okay,
Hi, Luna. What are your plans this weekend?
I want to go outside.
How is the weather?
It will be sunny and warm.
That is perfect.
Yes, I will go to the park.
That sounds fun.
What about you?
I will go to a cafe
Why a cafe?
because I want to relax.
That is a good idea.
What will you do if it rains?
If it rains, I will stay at home.
What will you do at home?
I will read a book.
That sounds relaxing.
Yes, it is.
Now let's talk about feelings again.
Okay,
How do you feel when it is sunny?
I feel happy.
How do you feel when it is rainy?
I feel calm.
How do you feel when it is cold?
I feel a little lazy.
How do you feel when it is windy?
I feel uncomfortable.
Very good.
Now we understand something important.
Weather is part of daily life.
We talk about it every day.
It helps us communicate.
It helps us make plans.
It helps us share feelings.
So it is very useful to learn.
And very easy to practice.
Just talk about the weather every day.
Even simple sentences are good.
Speak slowly and clearly.
Do not worry about mistakes.
Practice a little every day.
You will improve.
Thank you for learning with us.
We hope you enjoy this lesson.
See you next time.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.